Today we're going to try out a new feature of GTO Wizard called Poker Arena. I think it's here at the play section. This is the very first time I'm trying this out, so I don't know what everything is, but let's just play. Let's see, I think we should go for competitive. I know there are some prizes to be won. Let's figure out what that entails again. Season prizes. Yeah, so there are some elite subscriptions and top 100 gets 10% discount, but you know, if you follow the link in my description, then you get 10% discount automatically. But yeah, there are some elite subscriptions to be won, so not too bad. You can enter for free, supposedly, so yeah, let's try this out. GTO Warrior rating 1500. I think they're, yeah, going to Aspen Jurstad. Yeah, I think they're gonna find someone who supposedly matches my skill level. Yeah, 1531 makes sense. Okay, so heads up. Some sort of heads up sit and go format. I think we can 3-bet this. I don't know. I usually use an RNG, but I'm just gonna call this. And I'm not gonna bluff this one. I don't know where an RNG would be, but no. Yeah, I usually use an RNG. I could bluff this, but again, like the king, he's gonna have a lot of king highs and ace highs. I'm actually gonna give this one up. Should probably bluff it sometimes. You know, he's probably likely gonna call down with a bunch of ace highs there. Think we obviously can have limps here, but I'm gonna do just for ease right now a raise or fold strategy. This is a hand that I will very likely just check back. Yeah, sneaky bet here. I think that this hand is just gonna fold. Seven three. Yeah, when it's a raise or fold, this is probably just gonna be a fold. If you have a limping strategy, it's probably just gonna be a limp. This is a 3x raise and ace deuce against 3x. Yeah, I think we're just gonna actually. Oh no, he didn't do 3x. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Let's see. Shit, I'm sorry. That was too. I was thinking raise or call. I think we should probably shove the ace deuce there. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I'm not a heads up sit and go player. Like a little bit out of touch there, but I think the ace deuce we could have shoved or called. Yeah, I think I think we should have a limping strategy right now. Again, like this is probably just gonna be want to raise most of the time. Yeah, I wonder if we can, if we get any, you know, GTO Wizard solver feedback at the end of the match or something, because it's a GTO Wizard. I wonder where the solutions are, you know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, this is a type of hand that we just want to call with this kind of flush backdoor equity. Checks back. Yeah, I could have a min betting strategy. I'm probably going to have a min bet with this hand. Yeah, and it also, yeah, I think he's gonna be tempted to bluff with a bunch of hands. Otherwise, we can get called down by some fives or ace highs or whatnot. Again, limping strategy. We can limp this. Yeah, I'm thinking it's very small time bank. We can also raise it, of course. But I'm gonna have a limping strategy, and this is a nice, very playable hand to just limp call it off with, actually. But again, I'm not a heads-up sit-and-go expert, so we can obviously just raise. This is definitely a check down with the queen high. And yeah, it's too high up in my range to bluff. We got the showdown value. I'm just gonna call. Seven five again. I'm gonna have a limping strategy. It's a good hand to limp call with small raises. Can definitely bet this, and again I would mix this usually, some checks and bets. I'm gonna go for the bet this time. You know, this guy doesn't seem too aggressive, so then betting is better. It's an easy check. And not a fun spot. He's gonna have a lot of missed draws, bluffing, but it's definitely not a great hand to call it off with. Yeah, okay, so this guy is really... Of course he should have shoved the ace-10 there. Queen 6, gonna shove. I think this is a shove, but I think he's probably also over-folding. You know, when we suddenly shove 7 BB effective stacks, that was just a shove. And this is also just gonna be a shove. Yeah, this guy is just gonna be too tight passive, making this an easy shove as well. It's a shove anyway. That's a nice 8. Yes, I'm curious to see what happens now if you get any solver. Yeah, review your hands. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we get. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. For GTO score 84. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's not too great, but yeah, let's review our hands here. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. That's sit and go, and then get a score against your player. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Again. Yeah. Okay. I folded the ace deuce here because I timed out. Let's see. What is this? Ace deuce. Study this spot. Can we just get a clear answer, or is it somewhere here? Win, loss, pre-flop, raise, fold. Yeah, he min raised. Yeah, no, we should have just shoved the ace deuce. I was like, that's pretty stupid. Yeah, we just. Yeah, it's not even close. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking call or... okay, so yeah, that was a mistake, timing out at least. See the 10-6. My min bet. No GTO solution for this line in our library. Okay, so we can at least you know, study our spots. And a 7-3 here also. I think I timed out here as well, right? Or did I fold? Let's see. What was this? Fold. Copy hand. Oh, we're not supposed to fold. Okay, it's very, very close. Hold on. No, it's, yeah, see, it's supposed to be a limp. Like, I was going to have a raise or fold strategy, and fold is better than raise. We can see here 0 EV. It's very, very close indeed. So I was right about that. If we're going to have a limping strategy, it's going to be a limp. We're very close. So yeah, that's a very close hand anyway. So yeah, and all in all, what was this again? Ace Jack. Yeah, okay. So it seems like I played decent. Apart from the ace deuce, which is an easy shove. I'm pretty out of touch. I was thinking maybe call. It's you know, you're gonna get called a bunch by better aces, but it's just a pretty easy shove. Now let's play one more match. Okay, so this increased my status. You can see here. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You can just play a lot, increase your status, and get an elite membership. So let's play one more match. Maybe against a more aggressive opponent this time. Queso. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna call the 7-4, min raise, no rake. Pretty close. 7-3 will be a fold. This is close to a fold, I think. We're just gonna call. No leads on the flop. Yeah, short as we are, I think I'm just gonna call the 2 pair, but it is tempting to just shove. But again, like, you might just have total air and no equity and bluff it again on the turn or whatever. And if he has a jack, we're so short that we're, you know, very likely to get the money anyway. It's kind of the thinking. Usually so short, 2 pairs, which is sort of slow playing, and now on the turn I'm just gonna shove. Yeah, so he did have king, queen, I don't know. But yeah, so we immediately won a match, and we can then immediately see if this hand was, you know, if we're supposed to call the flop there. And I skipped over my, let's see. Let's see. Oh, this was bad. Hold on. Flop, bad call, study this spot. So he bet 100%. And oh, we're not even supposed to have the 7-4 in the range. That's the thing. But we can see 7-4s are indeed calling here. So my play was good. But yeah, the 7-4 is actually probably a very close fold. Yeah, it's a losing call pre-flop. Obviously, if you have any sort of edge, I mean 4-3 is calling. You know, if you have any sort of edge, then you can probably just play it. But other than that, yeah, we're indeed supposed to just slow play the flop. Okay, and that increased my status again. Okay, well, at least I tried it out. I'm not gonna go to the whole how do you say? To the whole ranking. I already have an elite membership, so I don't need it. But just for the heck of it, as a bonus, I'm actually gonna play some heads-up poker, some real cash games, which is my thing, not the heads-up sit and go. So let's see if we can. Let's just do some 100 NL against a random opponent. Above average, yeah, that's really just gonna be a rack. But you know, let's do it. Let's play some short as well. Just 40 BB. Play some hands, you know. Just as added bonus for the video. And then we pick one hand that we played and reviewed in GTO Wizard as well. Okay, I'm gonna have a limping strategy as well. Yeah, I didn't set my bet sizings yet, but I'm gonna have a limping strategy as well. I'm gonna be mixing a lot, especially against a tough opponent. Just gonna call the a6 though. Put the thing there. Oh, not there. Just right here. Okay, I'm just gonna call the a6. And not gonna have any leads there. Even though I probably, I don't know. Nah, probably not. I'm just gonna call this. And not gonna have leads there as well. Just gonna give it up. Yeah, I think we're sure enough that we can go ahead, and we can also raise it. It's probably a mix. Could just choose for the half pot. I had a 1 on my RNG. I would bet this a lot, I think, but you know, on a 1, probably mix it as well. So on a 1, which is passive for me, just gonna check it back. 17, I will check it back. I would check it back anyway. Pure, I think. Okay. Huh. Okay. I think he should probably really bet the turn a lot there. Seven four is just gonna limp. Could probably raise it as well. I had a 15. This is a board on which we're just supposed to bet a lot for small, like a min bet. 21 is close, like this is not the best hand to bet. Should bet a lot. I think we should bet so much that on 21 we're even betting this hand. But it's one of the hands that I would also want to check, I think. Easy race. Gonna go for 6.2. Very nice, okay. Gonna limp on 16. I would also raise this. I do think it's a mix. But it may actually be a pretty good raising hand. But anyway, to the flop here. Easy fold. To the big bet, we can sort of do something if he bets, if he like min bets or something, I think. Now let's just try to get one more interesting hand in, and we step into GTO Wizard. Let's see, King Deuce. I think that's really a limping hand. I had 42. Yeah, and even at 40 BB, you can have an only raise or fold strategy. But with the ante, again, this is a limping hand. With the ante, I think limps are, you know, if you have a solid limping strategy, you know, on these lower stack sizes, I think it's probably just better. And it makes you tougher to play again if you know the strategy well. Yeah, you can throw off opponents that, you know, haven't studied it and that have a raise or fold strategy themselves. You can get an edge just by, you know, being better at it than them. I had 98. I'm gonna, yeah, not gonna, yeah, we could choose to, you know, blast it off, but again, like, we don't want to have the 2, even though it's added equity, we want him to have the 2 to blow him off the 2. So yeah, just gonna check it down. But if we had a yeah, so that is okay. Yeah, 47. Okay, I'm gonna, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have some health pot sizes here too. Like I would check backer binds, but again, like these suits are actually good. Like the blocking the backdoor flush draws, it's a thing. So yeah, I will have to bet this sometimes. I think I had 47 or something, but it's close. Yeah, but you see in the solver overlay right now, right? What it was. It's probably gonna be a mix, right? But anyway, I'm gonna fold and we're gonna dive into GTO Wizard right now. Okay, so he min raised. Yeah, the a6 hand was the one that I meant. That's kind of my biggest hand. We didn't encounter too many interesting hands, but that was my biggest hand. He min raised. I'm assuming a raise or fold strategy. An a6 can call or 3-bet to 9. Anyway, we called. And I'm gonna assume a6 with the ace of spades is. I think it can check raise, but we wanna yeah. I was gonna say we want to use the lower aces for that. A6 is just gonna be a call. Yeah, I was wondering about the donk. Maybe we could have some small donks here. Or large donks, I don't know. But I was thinking no donk. And yeah, it's actually large donks. I mean, the solver is using a very large sizing and is in fact donking. Also with my hand it can. But let's see if... let's first do 1BB. I think we could have some 1BB donks here. And some 33% probably also. Yeah, see, like we could have a little bit of donking. So, you know, me contemplating about that wasn't all that bad. But it's, yeah, it's such low frequency that you can very easily and safely have no donks in your strategy. It will be fine. 33%, yeah, still doing it 10% of the time. And my hand was definitely, yeah, ace. My hand was definitely a candidate to do so. So that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think I decided to not have donks, which again, like, shouldn't cost me anything. My EV here with the donk is 4.1. And without the donk, my EV is 4.11, so I guess the solver is sort of playing better without a donk or something like that. So yeah, we don't have to have a donk there, but it is something that you could do apparently. 7.61 for our opponent here. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a very interesting hand. We didn't really encounter any interesting hands, but let's just check the river real quick. I assume it's just gonna be a check fold, but yeah. Yeah, well, the a6, I will be flabbergasted if that's, yeah, that's just gonna be a check fold. That was our most interesting hand. Yeah, I will play a pure cash game session pretty soon again, and then hopefully we'll get some interesting hands there. Let me know if you would like to see that. This video was just about me checking out the poker arena thing, and it's pretty cool if you want to try and win the poker elite membership for free. And otherwise, yeah, you could get 10% off by getting in the top 100 or clicking the link in the description. So if you don't have an account yet, by all means, click the link in the description of this video. I will make a small commission for that, but it doesn't cost you anything. It's a win-win situation. You will get a 10% discount anyway. And then you can check out the poker arena for yourself and maybe go for the elite membership. So that is it for this video. I hope you liked it, and let me know if you have any things that you'd like to see in the future. I'm willing to do to try out different formats for this channel. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.